So today we are going to benchmark Hogwarts Legacy on RTX 3060 Ti. All the specs and driver version you can see here. Also BIOS version you can see here. The driver we are using is 528.49. Also I am not using any underclock or overclock. As you can see, it is stock on stock. I have my undervolt profile saved, but I am not using it. We are going to benchmark it on stock settings. So the processor we are going to use is i3-12100F. Also the Mobo I have is Asus Prime B660M-A, as you can see here. Also the memory I am using is ADATA XPG 16 GB kit, so it is I guess T50. So yeah, all the thing about the memory you can see here. So let's try this out in game. Also I am changing my benchmark methodology. Previously I always do benchmark all the presets, like from lowest possible to highest possible on 1080p or max to 1440p. So now I thought, like, the person who have like 12 gen paired with nvidia 3000 series GPU, or the AMD 3600 or 5600X paired with AMD 6000 series GPU, won't play this game on lowest possible setting, or any other game on lowest possible setting, or even imagine to play the any game on lowest possible setting. They would always want to like push the max setting possible. So our target FPS is 60 FPS also. So I am going to try the maxed out settings on different resolutions, like on 1080p, on 1440p, which is also called 2K, and on 4K. So on these three resolutions I am going to try the maxed out setting with ray tracing and without ray tracing, and we'll use DLSS if we go below 60 FPS. So we will turn a DLSS on to stay above 60 FPS. So let's get into the game and see. So we are in the game. First we are going to try it on 1080p. So render resolution is on 100%, so it is native 1080p right now, as we are not using any DLSS or FSR or anything like that. So VSync is off, frame rate is uncapped. So it is the maxed out preset, like ultra preset, as you can see, with ray tracing off. So let's get into the game and see.
I've always said that travel.
Okay, so graphics are good. Also this area, this particular area is one of the most demanding area, and here you will find the least FPS and all over the map of the Hogwarts Legacy. So that's why I am testing out in this area, because of grass and all the stuff around here, the textures and all the trees. So yeah, frame time is pretty unstable, I guess. I won't call it like literally smooth. Yeah, here as you can see, the minor stutters I felt. So expect minor stutters with this preset, like with maxed out setting on 1080p without DLSS on this rig on 3060 Ti and i3-12100F. Also this game also needs high-end CPU. So this game is also CPU bound, kind of CPU bound. So you need CPU, good CPU to maximize the performance. It's not only GPU bound, like Returnal we tested previously. So Returnal was mostly GPU bound. That's why we were getting like max FPS, like above 60 FPS without any stutters or anything. So this game is also CPU bound. Let's pet this cutie. So yeah, as you can see, minor stutters you might feel here. This frame rate or smooth frame time you can see, but as this cutscene and the graph start to go unstable, that's not here. As you can see, it is unstable. Let's go inside and see. from frame time you can okay, so frame time you can see like here stutters are happening. So yeah, on maxed out setting you can play this game for above 60 FPS, but expect to get like here as you can see we went above 100, so pretty much unstable FPS because of stutter and all the stuff. So yeah, I guess you can play this game on ultra setting if you really want to. So let's use DLSS and check how much gain we get from DLSS. Also this game uses a lot of RAM actually. First I ran this game, I have 16 gigs of RAM, so I ran out of memory while running this game for twice. So this game really uses high RAM. Also I am not using Discord or Chrome or anything in the background. I closed everything like NZXT cam I had, the Razer Synapse I had to close everything to play this game because this is like consuming too much of a RAM. So let's turn on the DLSS where it is. Okay, DLSS on quality and auto are same. If we turn to balance it, no, quality and auto are same, so let's just turn it to quality. Anti-aliasing it turn to TAA low, so it will render it on 720p, then upscale it to 1080p. So everything is all the same here, just DLSS on. So let's get into the game. Still stutters are present. Didn't get rid of stutters like completely, but they are minor. They are not that much I guess, but still they are present. So frame time is still unstable, like I am not seeing like a straight line in the frame time graph. Okay, let's see here. So like as you can see the frame time graph is like straight line. I want to see this, but unfortunately we can't because of the CPU and GPU we have. So yeah, as you can see stutters are less than before, but they are still present. Like this game is still not stutter free I guess. So max you can go to 1440p on this rig I guess. Even if you want to play this game on ultra 1080p is the max you can go. I would prefer to not go above 1080p. Even if I go to 1440p I would have to use DLSS on balance or performance, which will lower down the quality. So yeah, so I guess you got the idea. You won't be able to like proper stutter
Off
free
on another
gameplay
adventure, are we?
on this rig on maxed out setting. You can turn lower down the settings to medium, which it recommend on this rig, which runs pretty fine. So I can assure you that. So we are not going to medium or high. So you will get like a smooth above 60 fps on medium. So I am already telling you because I already tested it. So let's go to 1440p I guess, because or we have to test the DLSS on. Okay, let's turn DLSS to balance too. Let's try it out. So now it is rendering it on 627p, which is pretty low I guess. So I'm feeling like still frame time is like now line is smooth. As you can see now line is smooth. Here I felt a little unstable frame time. Yeah, so in this part of the garden or whatever you wanna call it, the frame time is stable, but as we go towards the gate, main hall gate, here frame time becomes kinda unstable. Here stutters are present on DLSS performance too. So here also frame time is like way more stable than before, but still not perfectly stutter free, I would say. So yeah, let's go to 1440p I guess and see how much FPS we are getting. So now we are on 1440p. As you can see here, render resolution is 100 without DLSS. So native 1440p, or we are going to try maxed out setting here, everything on ultra without ray tracing. Ray tracing is off, so let's try out in game. Their frame time is like really unstable. I don't think we should try on 4K. I said we should try on 4K, but I don't think so I can run this game on 4K. Like on 4K we can like lower down the settings, not on maxed out we can play. Also 3060 Ti is for like 1440p gameplay, not for 4K gameplay. If you want to play 4K, get 3080 or above GPU. So yeah, the FPS would stay below 60. So our target FPS was 60. So DLSS would be required here. Without DLSS, this game doesn't feel smooth at all. Also, frame time is like really unstable. Let's go inside.
My sister will be home for the holiday.
So here, dropping under 30, which is pretty bad. Stutters are there. I think you should turn the DLSS on if you want to play this game. Okay, so the gameplay is really stuttery with 1440p, native 1440p on this rig. So let's turn DLSS on. I guess even quality DLSS won't do much. You have to like use performance or balanced DLSS. Even on 1080p balanced DLSS with the game is smooth, so performance DLSS would be needed. So the RAM usage is too much, 15 gigs of RAM. Don't know why it is optimization issue or what. So DLSS on quality it is rendering on 960p. So let's get into the game. So DLSS helped to go above 60. Previously we weren't able to go above 60. DLSS helped us to go above 60, but stutters are still there as expected. Let's pet this cat. So here we are getting like similar FPS as 1080p Ultra because of DLSS. It is rendering it on 960p. So stutters are still there, but like kinda similar performance as 1080p Ultra. Somewhat similar performance. So you can play this game on 1440p with DLSS on quality. You might feel minor stutters, but they are not that much. Like you say okay, you can even play this game like previously on native 1440p. So let's turn DLSS on. Balance, I guess balance should be enough. We don't have to go to performance. I was expecting it to go performance to get smooth. So 836p now it is rendering it on. So now frame time graph still unstable, kinda unstable, but yeah, somewhat similar performance as 1080p. So I guess quality DLSS is enough to retain the quality, also get the similar FPS as 1080p.
Chinese chomping candle.
Okay, so here we are going above 100 like just like in 1080p. So yeah, I guess here stutters are really bad. Here we are below 60 as because of water and all the stuff. Water takes the most FPS, which is making it to go below 60. Okay.
Watch what you're doing.
I am doing what I wanna do. Shut up. So, so yes, you can see you can play this game on 1440p, but expect stutters and all that stuff. I would prefer to play this game on 1080p with quality or performance DLSS on ultra performance, or lower the settings too high and play without DLSS on 1080p. Also, if you really want to play this game on 1440p, just lower down the settings too high. You will get like stutter free gameplay. So right now we are just testing the ultra setting, maxed out setting for 1080p and 1440p with DLSS and without DLSS. So we won't be testing high or medium settings. I already tested it, so I can tell you will get better FPS. So yeah, I guess you don't have to go really above. The next is 4K, sorry. So on ultra 4K it won't like do much, so on 4K we will lower the settings to medium and see how much FPS we get. So as you can see, we are on 4K. I already tested it on ultra, so it was giving like 9-10 FPS, so it was really bad experience. So I can't even record on this. Even if I turn the recording on, it will lower down the FPS to like 6 or 5 FPS. Also RAM is restricting me. 15 gigs of RAM it is using. I don't know why it is this much memory hungry. So yeah, also VRAM it is using like maxed out VRAM 8 gigs of VRAM where we have max, and it is already using 7.5 gigs of VRAM. I don't know why. So it is like resource hungry game. So let's lower it down to recommended, which is medium. So recommended. Okay, ray tracing is off. Let's apply these settings. Okay, we applied these settings. Or we are on 1440p, as you can see. TAA high and the entire using upscale DLSS is off. Let's get into the game. So even here we are unable to go above 60 FPS. We are under 30. I don't really wanna go below medium setting like recommended settings. Also keep in mind this GPU is not for 4K gaming. Also this CPU is not for 4K gaming, but we are trying just for the sake of trying. So I guess we would need DLSS because the FPS is way below 60. This area is pretty much like CPU bound because of the NPCs all around using AI algorithms to walk around and stuff. Here it will lower down more FPS. As you can see, we are like below 60. So let's turn the DLSS on. Here it is. So DLSS on quality. So it is now rendering it on 1440p and upscaling to 4K. Still FPS are below 60. So to get to 60 FPS we need to use more harsher DLSS. Here we touch 60 above. Also, I am not feeling like stutter, like game is playable now. Stutters are there, but game is playable. There are minor stutters. Even here we are not going above 60. Here previously we went above 60. So let's give it around 1 or 2, then turn DLSS on balance. So yeah, for the most part we are staying below 60s. So let's turn DLSS on balance. Now it is rendering it on 1250p. So still below 60. Wow. Went above 60 here, but frame time is really unstable. Micro stutters are there. Here comes the CPU bound area. So you can play this game on this, but I would prefer to play this game on performance DLSS at least. Let's run DLSS on performance. Here it is. Performance. So now it is rendering it on 1080p and upscaling to 4K. Now game is kinda smooth, I would say. Not really smooth, kinda smooth. I don't know if that something kinda exists or not, but just you get the idea. And the door, so still here not above 60. Here we went to 61. The entire game and every preset I face like really unstable FPS because of frame time. Let's see here if we can go above 60. Yeah, here we can go above 60. So yeah, I guess that pretty much do it. Ultra performance DLSS really blurred all the stuff, like here the trees and all the stuff will get really blurred if we turn DLSS on ultra quality. So I guess you can play this game on 4K, but render the game on 1080p through DLSS and upscale it. That will do the trick. Other than that, forget the 4K. So most people would play this game on 1440p. So 4K shouldn't be in the equation with this GPU and with this rig. So yeah, I guess you got the idea how much FPS you would get in this game with like maxed out performance. So you can expect a better performance in lower presets like medium or high. Recommended preset is medium for this game. If you play this game on 1440p medium, that would be perfect without any DLSS on anything. Like you can play on native 1440p. So I guess you got the idea.